Hey guys, Lucy Fluffy here. In this video, I am just making it so I can clarify on a few things. Recently, I have had a fan that really loves me. She's been apparently pretending to be me for whatever reason, and the reason I'm making this video is I've had some people run into her and think they were me, and somehow like I got a bad rep or something from her, from a couple people. So I'm gonna clarify a few things. Now I kind of already knew who this was, like right when I've heard from people that they were saying that someone was pretending to be me. I kind of knew who it was, because before, like a couple weeks before, I got a couple jamagrams from her saying like she's my biggest fan and she wants to be me, which is kind of weird but cool. And I was like, oh, okay, she's a really loyal fan who loves me and everything and wants to be like me. I'm like, all right, cool. But it's like, I saw she was trying to dress like me. I'm like, all right, so whatever. But it's like I didn't know she was pretending to be me. Like, it's cool if you wanna dress like me and kind of be like me, but I don't want anyone going around and trying to trick people into thinking that they are me, 'cause that's not cool. So let me tell you how I found out about this. I think last week I got a jamagram from somebody who sent me a kind of distressing jamagram to me. Right here, a girl named Penguis Quiddy. She said, first jamagram I got was, I agree how people are saying you're selfish and greedy, and then you're not though. But first off, like, do you think I'm greedy or not? You say I agree how people are saying I'm selfish and greedy, but then you say I'm not. So I don't know what they meant by that, but whatever. So I'm reading this and I'm like, huh? Why do you think I'm selfish and greedy and everything? This was the day after I posted my call for help for that item wrapping paper I needed, and so naturally I thought this was about that. I was like, wow, really? I need help getting an item, and now all of a sudden I'm greedy and selfish and everything. And so I don't know, that's what I thought. It was the only thing I could come up with. So I replied back to her asking why she thinks I'm selfish and all that, or people do. And they said people think you're greedy for, well, keeping your den items. And then I was like, oh, is this about my backup account video, my storage account video? That's what I naturally assumed then. And then I was confused again because I put a little notice at the beginning of the video, like kind of clarifying like how I wasn't keeping these items to be greedy. I was keeping them because I never knew what I'm going to use for a den. I have to have like every item at my whatever, at my touch of my hand or whatever. I don't know the right saying. So I won't have another kind of horrible incident like I just had with the wrapping paper. I didn't have the wrapping paper, so that's like if I start giving away items, I won't have an item I need for a den, and then I'm screwed and have to go around looking for one. So naturally, I was kind of annoyed by people who were calling me greedy. I don't know, but that's what I thought. So she wanted me to come to her den and tell me the details and everything, and then I got sick, and then I couldn't, and so I never got back to her. So I'm sorry if you're watching. I never got back to you on that. And then up here, another girl tells me, this is when I started feeling alarmed. This girl, Scarletta, told me someone is pretending to be you, and she asked for my founder. I was like, what? And like right all of a sudden, I knew who this was, because she wants the founders so she can make my main look. I know that. So she friended me, and then I thought it was you. So reason people thought she was me is because the username was one letter off from mine. She just left off one of the F's in Lucy Fluffy Den Decor. And so, the Scarletta, she said she sent an email to AGHQ for me, and she apparently got her ban, which I didn't really know was going to happen. I feel bad about it now, but I'll get back to that later. Because, see, I can't click on her, and I also can't search for her. That's how I know she doesn't exist anymore. But, she said she asked me for a yellow top hat and a yellow spike, and yeah, for my main look. And then I could see that's why the person thought I was greedy for asking items. So, let me clarify on a few things. One, I would never ask for items from somebody. Ever since I started AJ, I worked for these items myself. I work for everything myself. I was literally going around for days in Jamaa looking for wrapping paper to trade for it from everybody by myself. I only asked people at the last minute when I got desperate because nobody had it. Then I needed help. I usually don't ask for help because I'm kind of like work alone type of person, but I do ask for help if I really need it. So, and I really did need help. So like one, I don't ask for items from people. I wouldn't do that. And two, I already have a founders and a spike because it's part of my main look naturally. So I don't know. So the reason I'm making this is because I don't want people to think that I am greedy or whoever she has been in contact with, that wasn't me. I don't want to give this girl hate. Nobody give her hate, please. That is not my intention for this video. I don't want anybody to hate on her. I'm sure she's watching because she's like a really big fan. So, it is cool if you want to try and dress like me and everything, but please, please, don't go out pretending to be me. Like, I don't think anybody would like that. You gotta understand, like, when you go out and pretend to be somebody, you're basically putting their reputation in your hands. So, like, the slightest thing that you say or do will have an impact on the real person. See, they did something as small as asking for an item, and then I get a couple people turned against me calling me greedy. So it's like, even when people don't think they'll turn on you, they kind of do. They, like, the slightest thing you do wrong, people judge you for it. It's like one of the things about being, like, quote, famous or whatever. So, like, keep that in mind. I don't think this will be an issue anymore because she made a new account, so I don't really think she's upset. I was like, wow, she bounced back fast. The reason I don't think it's going to be an issue anymore is because the username is the username is no longer very similar to mine. It has like two L's in it or something. I lost it on my Jamagrams. I cleared out my Jamagrams. I still can't find it. Here she is. No wonder I couldn't find it in the Jamagrams. It was in my jammer wall where she was. Yeah, see, this is you can like see that there are two L's in it now, and it's not capitalized, so it's like you can totally tell it's not me anymore. But I'm making this for the people who met her before and thought it was me. I'm clearing this up. Another kind of thing to look for when looking for copies is, I'm probably just giving them ideas or like, but even though a sheep is my main animal and my main look, I honestly am not my sheep very much when I play Animal Jam. I'm usually all different types of animals because I like to make outfits. I like to make a ton of different outfits, so I'm usually seen by the most common. I'm usually either a fox, a red panda, or a deer, especially around Christmas time. But I like to be like all animals. I make different looks for all types of animals. So I'm not just my sheep. And plus, sheep are kind of hard to make outfits with, which is why I usually use other animals. So that's one of the things. And also, there's the den to put in consideration. My den is like always unlocked except for the time that she was copying me. Then it was locked, but you can always tell it's me by my den, because it's very, very hard to copy my den, because I have a bunch of like out of store items, and usually people can't really copy my dens, but my look, maybe they could copy, I don't know. So I'm rambling on, but I'm just making this video. So like, if you see any copies, don't think it's me, okay? And I'm not making this to hate on this girl. I honestly don't care if you dress like me or want to be like me or anything. I just don't want you pretending to be me and trying to fool people. That isn't cool. The people you're talking to, they think that's me, and then like I said, the slightest thing you say could make them think different of me. I've got a lot of people who apparently look up to me for who knows what reason, and I don't want them to think anything bad of me. So, no hard feelings, no shade, no one go hate on her. I'm just letting you guys know that there are probably some fakes out there, and don't think they're me. So that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.